good. Thank you.
All right, with a little help from Ryan, we are now joined by our final press conference of the day. Chase Elliott, driver of the number 9 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. If you have a question for Chase, please raise your hand, state your name and affiliation, and we'll get you a microphone. We'll go to Tyler.
Tyler Burnett, Motor Racing Network. How would you describe the tradition of racing on Independence Day weekend in Daytona, and what's it going to be like to not have that next year?
Yeah, that's definitely, I guess, kind of bittersweet to see that go. That's always been one of my favorite weeks of the year. Just, always nice to go to the beach in the summertime, and obviously around the 4th has been special. So, like I said, always been one of my favorite weeks to go to as a kid and watch. Or here since I've been driving, be there racing. So I've always enjoyed that. Really looking forward to next week and spending a few days down there. So hope, at least we'll still be summertime, I guess, when we get on there. So that's good.
We'll go right there.
Matt Corson with KickInTheTires.net for Chase. You've kind of come into your own now as a driver and a superstar of the sport. How have you handled that transition, and what do you want fans to know about you that hasn't already been written?
Well, I'm not sure. I guess people can kind of form their own opinions as time goes or whatever. So for me, I just I'm here to try to do my job and go fast, and hopefully can achieve that. And whatever people's opinions form outside of that is kind of up to them.
And then my second question for you is going into Bristol in a couple of weeks. What's your confidence level there as the racing there has seemed to evolved?
Yeah, I always look forward to going to Bristol. It's a cool place. Was able to get a pole there at the beginning of the year, which was nice. We've had some hit or miss runs there. It's been kind of odd. Unfortunately haven't found a lot of consistency. So I thought we had had an okay car there in the spring. So just trying to build on that. But yeah, I always look forward to that race. That's a really fun week and great event to watch for sure and to be a part of is pretty cool too.
We'll go back to Bob in the back there.
Bob Pockers, Fox Sports. Kind of building on what Tyler was asking, the whole nostalgia about Daytona on July 4 was race in the morning, everybody go to the beach. I mean, for most of your life, it's been a night race. So I'm curious if you feel like you have the same association of that race with July 4 as maybe your dad does.
Yeah, I mean, you hear people who've been around, longer than me talk about, racing the day, obviously. But yeah, for me, I like the excitement of the night race myself, and that's all I kind of ever have known. So if I had a choice, I like it like that. I like going down there and spending the week. It's typically around the 4th, and then a race at Daytona on Saturday night was always exciting to me. So I enjoyed that tradition a lot. Obviously didn't get to experience it the other way, but I like it the way it was.
Chase, we're going to go all the way over here to Jay on your right.
Chase, Jay Cohen, Associated Press. Last year, this race had one of the best finishes all year long in the Cup Series. Coming back here now with the new rules package and stuff like that, what do you think the potential is for more of that, like that last second dramatic racing on this track?
Man, it's just chance. I mean, who knows? Racing's racing, and you're going to have days that there's finishes like that. And I guess that's the excitement of it, is you hope that when you're watching one of these things that you're going to see something spectacular like that happen. And that's just not always going to be the case. If it happened every week, it wouldn't be near as cool. So that's why we like it.
We'll go all the way in the back there.
Hey, Chase, Brandon Crowd, Lap Traffic Podcast. Joe Gibbs, Chevy dominance, Joe Gibbs, Penske dominance. You've got the lone Chevy win. Any extra pressure that you feel carrying? Any type of burden or anything like that, trying to propel Chevy back into the discussion as we head into the summer season?
I mean, not really. I mean, it's great to have a win. Certainly was a major group team Chevy effort to make that happen, so that was nice. Certainly anytime you can win is good, and it certainly helps. I think we're consistently from year to year. Some of the races this year, I feel like we've been, a good bit better than what we were this time last year. At times, we've certainly struggled some weeks too, but no, I mean, there's really no extra pressure on me or anybody. I mean, we all want to do good. We we don't want to see those guys win, every other week. So I don't like it, but it doesn't mean I'm not trying or anybody's not trying. So that's just part of it right now. And, I've watched this deal for a long time, and things kind of go up and down. You ride the roller coaster where it's at. We're going to ride it where we are right now, and I have confidence one day it'll turn around for us too.
We're going to go back to Tyler here in the middle.
Yeah, I asked Blaney a similar question. His answer was essentially he didn't have enough money to keep up with Bubba. But have you gotten into Bubba's addiction to Mario Kart and played with him yet?
I don't. No, I'm not a Mario Kart player. Sorry.
We'll go right over here. Dustin?
Dustin Long, NBC Sports. Chase, with the way you guys started off the season progression, my guess is maybe the focus wasn't as much on some of the top teams. It was as much about getting better early in the season. As you guys have climbed up and certainly had greater success, is that you start looking more at the top of the hill, the Gibbs and Penske cars, and start measuring yourself against them more than maybe earlier in the season when it was like, I'm guessing, let's find what we can do to make those steps? I mean, has that kind of changed in one sense, or?
No, I mean, I feel like you always measure yourself to whoever the best is, that point in time. So no, I don't think that measurement scale has changed, or who you're measuring to has changed. It's always kind of that way, or at least it has been for us. So yeah, I don't I don't view it any different now than I have before.
We're going to go to Claire over here on your right.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Before you today on the podium was Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Busch. And everybody's asking about their rivalry, how they are as teammates. Do they share secrets? Are they against each other on the track? While the Hendrick cars haven't been up there, winning every week, it seems at Hendrick that there's this, everyone seems to get along so well, right? But everyone's making a lot of the rivalry between Truex and Kyle Busch. What's it like over at Hendrick? Is there, do we not see the intense competition? Is it there when you do better, say, than your teammates?
You always want to outrun everybody, and obviously your teammates are included in that. At the same time, when we're all running better as a group, it's benefiting all of us, and it sometimes it's hard to realize that in the moment, but that is certainly the case. So it's an easy storyline for those guys because they're finishing first and second a lot, and that's great for them. And I'm sure that's a great situation to be in. And if that was the case for us these past few weeks, like it has been for them, I'm sure it would be driving the guy who finished second more to want to outrun the guy who won. And those are the kind of things that you want within an organization. And they're lucky to have a good thing going right now. And I think we can have the same thing. You just got keep pushing.
We'll go to Jordan right here.
Jordan Bianchi, The Athletic. Chase, have you noticed anything about the Chad Knaus, William Byron dynamic and behind the scenes and their age gap or anything like that?
It seems like it's been pretty good to me. I haven't seen any complaints or any meltdowns or anything, so it's good. Yeah, I don't work with them on a day-to-day basis. I'm not in a lot of their meetings and things, but I think that, like I said, I haven't seen where they haven't gotten along or have had any issues, and obviously their performance has been increasing and getting a lot better. Had a great car last weekend, and looks like he was really fast again today. So I think it looks good from afar.
We'll go over here to your left, Chase.
Tom Bailey, Infield Scoop. Chase, you've almost had your first win here once or twice before, and now you are entering Chicago with several wins under your belt. Is there any added confidence from your victory lane experience coming to a track that you've had done well at before?
Yeah, this has been a great and tough place all at the same time. My first few years, but no, I don't look at it any different. Like I tell people all the time, just because you have a good run here once doesn't mean it's going to happen again. And I mentioned that with Bristol, and we've had some great cars at Bristol. Felt like we had some chances to win there, and we go back the next time thinking it's going to be all good and great and easy, and we're terrible, and that's just life. So I suspect this weekend is going to be a challenge, just like they always are. And yeah, today was we struggled through that first practice, so it's not just as easy as showing back up with what you had, unfortunately. That's what makes the guys who are really good, really good.
Any final questions for Chase? No? Thank you, Chase. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
At 12:15.